Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Kat Sullivan, and today we're going to talk about a topic I love, and that is Pinterest. Now, you may have heard of me before when it comes to Pinterest. My nickname is the Princess of Pinterest, and that's because I know a little something about how you can use Pinterest in your business to unlock a ton of traffic and a flood of leads to your business every single day. So, today's topic, I'm going to share with you how you can rank number one on Pinterest almost every single time. So let's dive into the training and get started. All right, guys, so let's dive in. Let me show you how you can start ranking number one on Pinterest. Now, before I dive in, I wanted to tell you why they call me the Princess of Pinterest, and that's really because we get results. So let me show you a few results so that you can see exactly how you can duplicate this for your business. So I'm going to do a quick screen share here and just go over some of our results so that you can see exactly what we do. So first of all, we went ahead and created a piece of content. And once we created that piece of content, we realized what we wanted to rank for, and that was YouTube marketing channels. And in just a few days, this happened really, really fast. We were the first search result, okay? So ranking number one for a pretty popular keyword phrase, YouTube marketing channels. Then we wrote an article. It was all about billionaire quotes. And so you can see here again that we were able to rank number one. And these aren't just flukes. We're able to do this consistently. So here's an example. We wrote an article December 31st. Within one day, you can see here the snapshot. We were the fourth search result in just one day. So you can get results on Pinterest really, really fast when you know exactly what to do. All right. And over time on Pinterest, you actually improve your results. So here we were in the number 3 spot, we moved to the number 2 spot, and then eventually we ranked number 1. So I'm showing you this so that you understand that this is something that you can duplicate as well. This process really works. So again, here we are, we're the number 3 result and maybe like the number 7 result. Here we are, we're number 3 and like 8. Here we are at number 2. And if you go back and actually look at this, this is for a pretty popular keyword phrase, business quotes. How hard would it be for you to actually rank number 2 on Google or a search engine for such a popular keyword phrase? Probably cost you a lot of money and take you a whole lot longer. But on Pinterest, you can actually do this and get to the top really, really fast. And you want to get to the top because the higher your search results, the more clicks, the more saves, the more leads, the more conversions. So it's really important that you follow this process. So the next thing we want to do is I want to show you what the process is that we use in order to go and rank to the top. So let me go ahead and share my screen one more time. We'll pop into Pinterest and we'll get started. So here we go on Pinterest. And the first thing I want you to understand is that you need to know what you're going to rank for. So it should be something that's relative to your business. And then you want to do your research. The research is really, really important for you. And so these are some of the things that we do before we create our content. Okay, so don't create your content and then try to rank. Create content after you know what it is that you want to rank for. That's a very important thing. Write that down. So what I wanted to show you is that when you go into Pinterest, you can search for any phrase, any keyword that you want. So for this example, I went ahead and typed in podcast just to see what the results were. And the first thing that you see is what happens is it gives you some alternative suggestions for keyword phrases that were commonly searched when people typed in podcast. So if you can see this bar right down here, Pinterest is actually saying to you, hey, check this out. People that searched for, so these are the users that searched for podcast, were also searching for podcasts for women, how to start a podcast. So if you have a podcast course and you can come here and see that people are searching for how to start a podcast, well, then you can go back and create a piece of content or a training or a video on how to start a podcast because you know that it's popular on Pinterest and that people are searching for it. And the other thing that we see is that none of these are actually saying how to create a podcast. Oh, and fun note, this one's mine. This is my piece of content. Look at that, 10,000 repins. We've got this, guys. So you can click even further, right? We can then go how to start a podcast and make that the search. And then what you're going to see again is now there's some additional keyword. When you provide the solution, you will be the top search result
That's what's so powerful. Now, if you don't sell courses, that's okay. Maybe you sell products. Well, you can really put anything in here. And I like to use gardening, although it could be anything. It could be jewelry, it could be any kind of product, electronics, whatever it is. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna go back and you're gonna type in a keyword, and then you're gonna look at different ideas that people have also been searching for. So we see gardening, and then we see for beginners. So you might wanna say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna write an article. And this is how it works. I'm gonna write an article, and I'm gonna call it Gardening for Beginners, because you know that people are searching for that. And then in that article, you're going to go ahead and link to the popular gardening products that you sell. So not only are you gonna be able to get your content on Pinterest, get it found by people searching for it, you're also gonna be able to sell your products. That's where the magic comes in. So Pinterest really gives you recommended keywords. So I'm gonna type in gardening here, and you're gonna see even right here that it's giving you other ideas. It's saying gardening, gardening for beginners, gardening ideas, gardening for beginners vegetable, gardening for beginners flowers. So here's what I like to do. Can I give you a really quick hack for how you're gonna use this? Great. So what I do is I actually create a note, and I take all of the keywords that are really popular and I write them down. So gardening, gardening for beginners, gardening ideas. And I come over here and I type them in. I go ahead and I write all of those down. Then I have a really good list of keyword phrases that I'm going to be able to use when I'm ready to add my content. All right, are you guys ready for a quick hack? I've never shared this before. So I'm going to give you this hack, but as a favor, you have to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing you amazing new content like this. So are you ready for this? All right, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go into your Pinterest ads platform. And inside of there is gonna be the best keyword research tool that you will ever get your hands on. Here's how you use it. But you can do a little bit of keyword research here. So let's type in gardening, okay? Now remember, we're looking for types of content that we can create on our website so that we can put that content on Pinterest, rank #1, drive people back to our website, get leads, get traffic, sell them on our products, okay? So I typed in gardening, and the first thing you see is not what we saw when we were doing the actual research on the Pinterest platform. Now we're seeing some different keywords. We're seeing gardening gifts. We're seeing 5 million monthly searches, 5 million. Gardening hacks. Maybe you can create content around that. So then what I like to do, and this is my secret hack, okay? I come in after I do my research and I say, okay, well, I know gardening for beginners is a good piece of content that I can create and put on my blog. So I'm gonna write an article about gardening for beginners. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect all the keywords that are relevant towards gardening for beginners, because those are the keywords I wanna use in my descriptions for my pins. So beginner gardening, I've got, let's see, I'm gonna do. Here's another one, beginner gardening, gardening how-to, gardening only, gardening DIY. And I'm gonna come through here and I'm gonna pick the keywords that I think are really relevant to the content that I'm gonna put on Pinterest. And then I come over here, I copy those, little Command A, Command C action on a Mac, and then I go back to my notepad and I put them in here. And so now I've got all these great keywords that I'm gonna be able to put inside of my pin description when I'm ready to add my piece of content to Pinterest. Okay, so now I have this little nugget of information that I can put on there. And what that's gonna allow me to do is when I'm ready to add my content to Pinterest, when I'm ready to take my blog post after I create my graphic and put it on Pinterest, when you add a piece of content, you can edit the pin description, and that is where you will put in all those amazing keywords that you want to rank for. All right. And then what you can do is you can sit back and you can really let the research work for you. All right. So those are a couple hacks that you can start using right now to rank #1 on Pinterest.
So there you have it, guys. That is exactly what you can start doing to rank your pins on Pinterest so you get to that amazing #1 spot almost every single time. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure that you subscribe, like, and leave me a comment because I'd love to hear back from you. I'll see you next time. Bye.